For example, when it comes to Moroccan food, these here they use they use very much whole grains, couscous, bread, diverse vegetables, legumes, chickpeas, lentils, Moroccan vegetables, meat, grains. Yeah, true. They use olive oils, and what else? They use cumin, turmeric, cinnamon for the taste. But again, all of these dishes are, it's rooted. They are all traditional dishes. One thing is for sure. But the thing is, the best taste, it requires subjective. It is depend on the person you are. It depends from person to person. You might like it, or probably you might not like it. Okay, Gordon Ramsay say Moroccan is the best cuisine in Africa. Really? Did he really say that? They use palm oil, which is not good. Okay, I'm gonna get to that. Who just said that? Let me see. Yasis. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna get to that. Yeah. I'm gonna get to what are the ingredients that are healthy in these meals and what are not healthy, and what are the health challenges that it causes. So the health problems that these ingredients, cause basically. So Moroccan food is renowned for its aromatic spices and savory balances. So while Senegalese cuisine is celebrated for its flavored stewed and use local staples. But again, both of them face a health challenge, and based on the modern challenge that can affect traditional quality. So basically, what I'm saying here is that when you look at this food from a traditional standpoint, how they originally are made, they are healthy. But since we are living in 2026, and more as time goes by, this food, the ingredients, they are being changed. So they are trying to make them more quicker, or probably tradition. Do you guys think this tradition is being lost? Because now, if they are also using basically different ingredients, and these ingredients are not useful or in terms of health. So guys, like up, let's get to 5K. I end up eating Italian. The only food I really enjoy was fish, but it's French in a French restaurant. Okay, so these are just different types of Moroccan food. Different, and they look, to be honest, Moroccan food looks very much healthy. That's one thing for sure. And but there are still some place of that they can grow. Senegal. See. Okay. No, my continent knows of him, bro. Ethiopia. I'm gonna do Ethiopia sometime in the future. Who else? So what other countries? Tunisia. I will do Ethiopia and Tunisia. I'm basically gonna analyze the food, how they eat, and then find out which one is it healthy or not. Okay, guys, keep the likes up. So this is what jollof rice, of course, is very famous. This is what Senegalese food looks like, or cuisine looks like. Yeah. They look pretty delicious. They like to have a lot of not so saucy. For me, I like saucy food, but it's mostly dry, to be honest. Like this one is okay, but I like my food to be saucy. What do you guys like your food? To be saucy, dry, or right in the middle? Because I'm seeing for Senegal, they like to have fish and rice, and they like to have the stew, but it's not so, I like it to be somewhat moist. I don't know if you guys like your food to be dry and you have to drink water, or drink some liquid behind it in order to, to help it. They drink mint tea with a lot of sugar, and that's not good. They drink, but also in Morocco, they drink mint tea with a lot of sugar. That's not usually, that usually is not helpful. So, okay. So let's look again, the foundational ingredients. So now we're gonna get to the foundational ingredients, because when you are cooking your meals or you're making your food, no, do you get to the foundational ingredients? So which are the whole grains, couscous, bread, from Morocco now. They use diverse vegetables, legumes like chickpea, lentils, nuts, olive oil. But when I was looking at the foundational ingredients for the Senegalese dishes, the first thing that I saw was that they use a lot of palm oil. Do you guys know what palm oil is? And why does this matter? Because the reason why this is an issue is because palm oil has comes with a lot of health challenges. Palm oil, it comes, guys, like up, keep the likes up, let's get to 5K. It gets, because palm oil, when you use it, it has high saturated fat content, not the good type of fat, not the healthier fat, but the saturated fat that can raise bad cholesterol. So meaning it gives you issues. It gives you issues such as heart diseases, cancers. It puts you in a situation where you can develop cancers or inflammation, and also a lot of different issues it can cause to your body when it comes to palm oil being used in Senegalese food. But in comparison to the Moroccan food, they tend to use more veg olive oil, which is really good. So this is one first change that they can make, or shift that they can make at this point. And another problem with palm oil is that it's causing a lot of deforestation, meaning, and also migration, or just removing the habitat of a lot of different animals. So let's say, for example, I was reading this article. It says palm oil, it removes the biodiversity, biodiverse forest, destroying habitat of already endangered species like orangutan, pigeon, elephant, and Sumatran rhino. So basically, it's not a good situation when even from the production of the palm oil is not useful, and also the use of it is not good for the body itself. Olive oil is a very healthy though. Yeah, Moroccans use olive oil, which is very healthy. Uh, so what else? Let's see. And when we look at the signature cooking style, okay, I was taking a look at the signature cooking style. What I found out is that Senegalese tend to fry their food a lot, and that's also not a is a big concern. Moroccan is suing Senegal for what? Why are they suing Senegal? What's the reason? Because fried food, again, is not good for the heart, and it creates obesity and diabetes, because of what happened. What do you mean? What happened? And it creates inflammation, and basically no, I'm gonna take a look at my bio. Basically, it creates inflammation and different type of cancers and digestive issues when it comes to these are all ingredients that are found, or the way that signature cooking style of the Senegalese. So these are the issues that it comes with. Even when we think about, when you move down to the nutritional profile of traditional focus, I even find out that the Senegalese food, they have high starch and oil in it. So also, which is not useful for us, for the human being. You guys can take a guess which culture, from when it comes to Moroccan versus Senegalese, who do you guys think lived the longest in the chat? Who do you guys think lived the longest? Is it Senegalese or Moroccan? Who do you guys think lived the longest? Senegalese or the Moroccans? Okay, Yassis. All right, that's true. It is, Yasmin, it is the Moroccans. In average, a Moroccan, Morocco, the gender, this is based on 2025, a projection that was made in 2025. What they found out is that for males, they live around, this is a projection again, it's not, it's a rule of thumb. They live around 73.5 years. And versus Senegalese male live around 67.2 years. So Or even when we look at the females, they tend to live 78 years in Morocco, but when it comes to Senegal, they tend to live 71 years. And what health problems do you guys think that these countries are suffering from or dealing with? What health problems? Rick, Senegal, Rick, of what? What health problems do you guys think these countries are dealing with? Because when I was looking at the facts or the data, I see when it comes to Morocco, I don't know why is that though. You guys have good food, but you guys are undernourished because there's but also high blood pressure too. I think yeah, the food definitely. You guys have good food, but why is it that in Morocco there's a lot of there's a big disparity or a big gap between the have and have not? Is that the reason why? Because undernourishment that you're not eating enough or you don't have the ability to get yourself some good food. And also just not only that they have undernourished, but I think in Morocco, the real issue is there's a big gap between the the one who has and the one who doesn't have. Because even when you look at it, there's rising obesity and diabetes that link to dietary shift. Because in Morocco, there's a rise and just there's a lot of people are getting obese as well and developing diabetes, which is not good. But when we look at the when we look at Senegal's food or the issues that they are dealing with, a lot of people cannot afford a healthy diet. That's one thing when it comes to Senegalese, and they have children who are stunted when it comes to their rise. They don't, and with their upbringing because they don't have enough money to get healthy food. But also there's rising obesity in Senegal. But again, there are a lot of ways that each country can do, or a lot of adjustment that each countries can make in order to make their food, their nutrition more helpful. So when it comes to, for example, I think I already gave the examples at this point. It's just when it comes to Moroccan, you guys, I mean, grilled the meat, you guys are already doing that. I think it's just more of the sugar content that Moroccans consume is to bring it down as much as possible. Yeah. Okay. So let's see. Mm, Yasis. Oh, let's see. How's everybody doing in the chat? I think Senegalese use more ingredients. Not really, actually. Not really. If you count it one for one, maybe you might find, not really. It seems almost balanced. It's just that, let me see. The only difference is that when it comes to Senegalese, they use less vegetables sometimes. And they tend to fry their food. So they can try to grill it instead of frying it. Dishes based on beans and leafy greens. That's another thing they can do. Okay. Let me see. There's a lot of different things they can do. So let's say, for example, when it comes to the Senegalese, but also the Moroccans, to reduce the amount of sugar and the fat that they are consuming, because that's causing them to be obese. Wait, let me cancel this. How you doing, Nawal? So you're Moroccan, but a Moroccan living in the US. All right, y'all. I think, let me see how long I've been here. Okay. All right, let me see. But all in all, for me, if I would have to choose one, it's hard for me to choose. It's not hard, but I think the food the dish that is most useful or most healthy in the world when it comes to the Senegal and the Moroccan is the Moroccan dish. They are the most healthiest one. Although in comparison to Senegal's food, because Senegal's food from the base they use the oil, the what type of oil do they use again? The palm oil, which is not good. Palm oil is not necessary. And what else? They use a lot of high starch, which is not necessary. So that's it for now. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Will be Perseyon. What's up, Rita? Good evening, peaceful. Super fan. What's up, Rami? How you doing, Rami? Maybe I can have some battles in the meantime. Let's see. Oh, wake up. Hello, Celine. Mm-mm-mm, mm-mm-mm. All right, so let me answer some questions in the meantime. If you guys have any questions in the chat or some comments you want me to read, you can put it in the chat while we doing a match at the same time. Rabia. Okay, so now is 3-time gifting. What's up, Darren? She's on phone. Awesome. Thank you, Peaceful. You may give shout out to gifters. You may give shout out to gifters